Alright, wait. I know this looks bad, but just let me explain. Hear me out and back away from that dislike button. Look, I'm not in any way saying the normal sports anime template isn't great. It's given us this, and wow, is this really all the sports anime that I've watched? Anyways, my opinion on the subject is 100% valid and right, and not really the point of this video. The real point is to absolutely glaze Blue Lock to the moon and back, and to convince my friend that he is dead wrong and should give sports anime a try solely based on this show's existence. So, Blue Lock. I love this show with all of my heart and soul. The reason being is the unmatched levels of toxicity that can be found here. Normally in a sports anime, the idea is that no one person can do it alone. No matter how talented one person is, if they can't meld and work with their teammates, then they're never going to succeed. But Blue Lock takes that concept and kicks a soccer ball-sized hole through its face. Now, that's not to say there's no elements of teamwork here, there absolutely is. However, that concept is twisted into an evil reflection that says, instead of working with your teammate to propel everyone, your goal is to manipulate, gaslight, and use them to prop yourself up and further your own success. There can only be one greatest striker, and that one is going to be you. I really don't know what loving this show says about me, but I'll own it. It just scratches that primal itch in my brain that I think we all have to some degree. That toxic competitiveness in your subconscious that says, with an unearned confidence, yeah, I'm the best, and how dare you think otherwise? And that's what's so great to me about a lot of the characters here. Not only do they think that they're each the best, but how dare you? How do you have the fucking gall to even suggest otherwise? They will legitimately get angry at the idea someone thinks they're better than them. Honestly, it's all blasphemy because in the end, Nagi's the best. Alright, I've told you why I love Blue Lock, but why should you love Blue Lock? First off, do you like battle anime, where the characters clash with their special abilities over a prolonged sequence of inner monologuing where the outcome is one of them saying, "Aha, you fell right into the situation that I wanted you to be in," just for that character to be the one who actually gets played in the end? That is almost every exchange. Every new team or special character you're introduced to will be ludicrously stronger or better than the last, and the main character will be shocked and impure all of them. The greatest part of that being, you as the viewer will be too. You're going to willingly strap yourself into this roller coaster and buy into the absurdity. Is it predictable? Yes. Is it a bit repetitive? Yes. Is it so far over the top and animeified that it's hardly recognizable as soccer? Abso-fucking-lutely. But you will be so engaged with the stakes and so invested into each outcome of those interactions, you'll feel like Krillin watching Goku vs. Cell, believing the fate of the world will be forever changed by this moment. Okay, it might not be that deep, but like I said, we're glazing here, so it's fine. Secondly, do you enjoy mental battles in anime? Are you the average Death Note enjoyer? Well, you're in luck here, pal, because the whole second selection is basically Isagi trying to... oh yeah, he's the main character, by the way. Not as good as Nagi, but you know. Like I was saying, the whole second selection, we're watching Isagi trying to find the missing piece that will finally let him close the gap between him and Rin. And Rin is basically portrayed as Soccer Jesus with all the talent he has. Anyways, the reason it's like Death Note is every time they play against each other, their main backdrop to the game is Isagi and Rin battling for control over the field. Who is going to outsmart who and think that one step further that the other didn't consider? Watching them use the other players as chess pieces in their own main character and antagonist game fits the whole premise of Blue Lock so well. They're learning and devouring each other's strengths and weaknesses to set themselves up to be center stage. These two are the conductors and everyone else is a means to an end, a pawn. Chef's kiss. Wonderful toxicity. Like I said though in the beginning, it isn't a back and forth. Ren has the clear advantage because, you know, Soccer Jesus, but that's what makes every inch Isagi manages to tear back so sweet. What's better than fueling your own competitive ego? Stepping on someone else's even larger ego and crushing it to get there. And obviously, if you like real world soccer, then you're going to be happy here too. There's tons of references to real world players and loads of terminology that I have no knowledge on, but found myself enthralled by all the same. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of made up characters mixed in with the real ones too, but for me to verify that, I'd have to do some research, and that's a level of work my lazy ADHD riddled brain can't be bothered with. But Even if you don't like real soccer at all, you might get caught up in the trance just because of the show. I knew nothing of and cared nothing about soccer before now. Honestly, that's still mostly true, but after watching Blue Lock, I actually went to a live soccer match. I picked a favorite team and bought a jersey. Go Arsenal. Did I realize real life soccer is a lot slower paced and fall off as a fan almost immediately? Maybe. But, however, this show had the power to basically turn me from a sinner to a devout religious follower overnight, and I think that's pretty special. No hate to the people that actually really do like soccer, by the way. It's just not for me, it turns out. Long story long, Season 2 is out now despite some questionable animation. Regardless of that, Blue Lock is where soccer is most intense. Blue Lock is where we will create the world's next greatest striker. Blue Lock is the future. Go watch it. Nagi's still the best.